Okay, everyone, welcome to Wednesday. You know what's going on here. You are with your by far favorite fintech CEO, Dan Merkin, and hopefully you can hear me. I'm testing this out right now. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to wait for a couple of people to pop in. We're just getting started, but got a really exciting live stream for you all. So let's just thank you, my good friends at the TI Trade Ideas Educational Channel. Ritman, thank you very much. Truth Seeker, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was on vacation in Mammoth Mountain in California with my family, and before I jump into the presentation, I'm going to give you a really proud daddy moment. So I've got 3 kids, and I'm going down Chair 5 in Mammoth. I'm a pretty good snowboarder. I've been doing it for like over 20 years. Sadly, of course, not as good as I was like in my mid-30s when I was pretty hardcore, but I can still rip it down. And I'm heading down Chair 5, and I feel like I've got some speed. So I'm cruising down, and it's this feeling that the feeling where if you fall down, it wouldn't feel good. So I'm like cruising down, feeling really good about myself. I'm 54, feeling really strong. And I look over to my right, and my daughter just blows past me like 10 miles an hour faster. So it was a really proud daddy moment. So afterwards, I go to my app to check out how fast I was going. And I was cruising around. I hit 40.5 miles an hour in my top speed on that run. And man, did she just blew right past me going 50. And that's a proud daddy moment. You got to love that, everyone. I mean, that's what we do all of this for. I mean, obviously, we love the work and love the technology, but it is really all family oriented. Myself, my partners at Trade Ideas, we're all family men, and it's about the kids. I'm actually teaching my son how to trade right now. He's starting his own portfolio and using Trade Ideas, and it's very exciting. Really enjoyed it, and it reinvigorated me. So now that we've got a good amount of people in here, I wanted to just touch base on the fact that the way we think about the market, and hopefully you guys all understand that. You notice we change our homepage to align with what we think is something that resonates. And I've said this often, that the 2 sports that are the most similar to trading, this is not the first time you've heard me say this, are surfing and golf. Surfing, you have to paddle past the breakers, wait for your set, you try to catch it. You can't always catch it. And sometimes when you can't get it, you fall. You got to get back on the board, paddle back out, and catch another one. But in golf, it's the same thing. You practice on the range. That's our simulated trading. You get on the first tee and you work it, and there's lots of shots. There's the drivers, the 3-woods, the irons. And as you get close, it's the wedges, and finally you have to put it in the hole with the pitching wedge. And I wanted to we have the Masters on our homepage. And again, I want to get you guys to think about something. If many traders are golf fans, and if you are, feel free to chime in and say you are, because again, I feel like it's what the similarity between trading and golf are, that both things are things that you can do for the rest of your life and you will never master it. That doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it's one of these things that what's great about trading is there's no retirement in trading. You can trade from the nursing home, till the very end. It engages you with the world in a certain way. It's kind of like an amazing video game, but with real stakes for adults. I think it's a lot better than poker because innovation is on the line. You are putting your hand into the innovation bucket. And that's what's really amazing about our technology. But the reason I bring up the Masters, okay, is, well, first of all, let me know. Did any of you watch it? I mean, I'm just curious, because if I'm talking to people who don't even give a poop about it, that's one thing. But I feel like somebody should have. Anybody here out of the over 100 to 200 people that are listening to me right now, did anybody here watch the Masters? You can type on your keyboard YES or NO. Come on, people. Let me know. Is my mic on? Yeah. Truth Seeker. Thank you. Great finish, right? The reason... Okay, all good. There's yes and no's. No problem. The reason that I'm bringing it up is because I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the name of Rory McIlroy. He's been in the golf game for a long time. He's almost as recognizable a name as Tiger Woods, who I'm sure you all know, whether you're fans of golf or not. Very good golfer, but has never... He's been... I believe he'd been in the Masters for 17 years and had never won it. And, in his realm of golf, he was believed to have been, destined to win. But it was been 17 years, and he finally won the Masters. And it was not easy, because at the very end, when he was almost about to win, he missed a critical putt and had to go into a playoff with Justin Rose, who's also very good. And he could have lost. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because think about this as a metaphor in trading. So here you have a person who's really, really good. Okay, really good. And it took him 17 years to win the Masters. Relate that to the general problem in trading, where people come in, they're like, ooh, I've got some money. All right, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to make $1 million. People really think that's the way it works. And of course, you can make a lot of money trading, but I'm relating it to something that everyone should understand, that trading, even with trade ideas, technology, and AI, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It can take a while to master. So I'm trying to pair your expectations and put you on a proper path of success. And that proper path is understanding that you should commit time to the skill set of mastering the art of trading, much like Rory McIlroy had to commit 17 years as an incredible professional golfer, winning Masters. And I mean, in this particular, by winning the Masters, he won the Grand Slam and now is one of only 6 people in the world to do it. But the point I'm making is, at the very, very end, it was still up in the air. Okay? He almost potentially did not do it. And this guy is a master. So understand that in trading, it's very similar. You're putting. Not every putt's going to go in. You want to get the ball close to the hole so that you can score. That means controlling your risk. And we're going to talk about all that. And I'm going to show you some incredible progress on the money machine. So let's dive right into it. But I wanted to just showcase and explain that golf and trading are very similar. And the things that golfers do to get ready, going to the range, practicing different shots, practicing the short game, practicing the driver, practicing putting, practice, practice, practice. Those are the things that are needed to succeed in trading. If you're not practicing, you're not going to do well. And the industry, unfortunately, sets you up for guru failure. You know, you think that you can follow somebody else to trading success. That's not the way it works. You will have to create your own style, your own fingerprint, your own way to do it. There is no guru that you can follow that will teach you how to trade. None. They use their own skill, their own feel, and most, unfortunately, are total bullshit. I mean, that's the game. We live in this strange, messed up world where the people that are promoted are unfortunately not the best of the best. So that being said, I'm just trying to metaphorically showcase to you how the management of trade ideas thinks, what it is that we do, and why the masters are the theme of the Trade Ideas homepage, because the art of golf and the art of trading are very similar. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. Where did I? Okay. So a lot of you have been asking. So Niptop, I'm going to answer a lot of these questions. Let me just kind of jump into some of the highlights of today's presentation, and then I will answer all of you guys. Jay, same thing. Okay. So we've got a lot of people today. Again, I've been gone for a week, so lots and lots and lots of stuff to cover. I'm going to do something else real quick as well. And hold on one second here. Bear with me. Okay, I'm going to post a Twitter that I did, and I want you guys to take a look at it. If you don't follow me on Twitter or X, you should. Oops, I think I put the wrong thing in here. No, I didn't. I think I did the right one. Okay. Can you guys click on that link and see what I posted? It's about Hycroft. And I want to talk about why, if you look at the timestamp of that post, okay, it was over an hour ago. And the relative volume of Hycroft was 2.2. Do you guys see that? Let me know if you do or don't. I want to make sure that, again, what I'm talking about is, yeah. Okay, perfect, Jay. Thank you. So look up Hycroft mining right now, and you will see that, let me bring it up here. Its relative volume is at 6.25. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to kind of show you guys and leading by example is that in this particular case, RAI, the one that I'm going to be just showing you today, picked up USAR. We had a signal in that one. Let me switch this to daily. Like somewhere right around here. I have to bring up the AI channel for you guys to see it. But my point is rare earth that's been in the news because of the tariffs in China. And Hycroft is this mining company in Nevada, US based. They do gold and silver, but certainly it made sense to me to think that if they're mining for gold and silver, rare earth is something that is also going to be involved. So I just wanted to kind of, again, just demonstrate by example that the team at Trade Ideas, we aren't just simply technologists and marketers. We are in the game with you. We are on the golf course. We are in the surf lineup. We do this. And I'm trying to demonstrate by example that we share information that we get from our technology and pass it around. So if you are not following me on X, you should. I post a ton of different stuff, not only about the stock market, of course, a little bit of my favorite topics of conspiracy and stuff like that. I have fun on there, but I do post a lot of stock market information. And this was just an example of how, I caught HYMC and the charts look really good. And this could pull a rare earth play. So keep an eye on that. And we're going to get into it more, but now I'm going to pivot to the money machine. Okay. So as I've told you guys, we're in the midst of really changing the game of automated trading. You've seen it on the web. We've been testing. I mean, this is brand new technology. This is like having Chat GPT before Chat GPT came out. Okay. And you've been watching it, seeing it. And what I want to show you here on the screen is that we are now testing this inside of Trade Ideas Pro for the first time. This is a picture. You can't see it yet, but I'm trying to show you the progress that big steps just got made. And because of this, that means that we are very close to launching this for you to start working with it. It was a huge hurdle getting it inside of TI Pro because, again, a lot of architecture redo, a lot of different concepts that we had to modify because there's just so much more data. And remember that when we are talking about automated trading, we're not just talking about getting in. We're talking about getting in. We're talking about managing risk. We're talking about reversing and giving you a Tesla self-driving kind of experience where you can say, hey, I've got some capital and I like algorithmic risk management and algorithmic trade selection. So I'm going to try it, and we're doing it for you. We are changing the whole game here. But to let you know, this is part of what it's going to look like. So you guys all know this is Brokerage Plus. This is the same account like MM1. You've seen that on the web when I've demonstrated the money machine. And here you can see if you click on this, it brings up a bunch of the settings where we can launch it to go long, to go short. And here are the momentum risk management stocks that you're in, and you can see that you're in them. So Hong, it's not Holly AI, it's the second generation. And what we are going to do is once this is out, Holly AI will also be able to trade in the money machine way. But this is a second generation AI. We've had the first, we were leaders in it for over a decade, and we've got the best data to train the AI, and we're going to talk about that. But I just wanted to showcase this so that because you guys have questions. Dan, how long is it taking? Why does it take so long? And I'm showing you that tech development is moving ahead as fast as it can move ahead, and we are making huge progress. And this is a build. It's an internal build. I actually don't even have it. This is my partner computer, and I'll probably get it either today or tomorrow, but probably by next week, you're going to get a demo of me doing this, and that means that we're very close to launching a beta with this in it. David, I really am hoping so. Like, I hate making these promises because, again, when you're making brand new state-of-the-art AI-powered tech. There's just always stuff that kind of can happen. I think so. I really, really do. It's included in premium. You get access in premium. I think you might get access to the money machine for like a week in standard mode just to try it out and play with it. And then it's a premium only feature. And then when you go live and you want to trade it for real, it will cost an extra $2,000 a year, which is zero for this type of technology. But again, let's not worry about that. I just wanted to show you that this is the progress that's being made. I'm going to close this up. Any questions? Okay. So I've been really working hard on creating a layout that we're going to give you guys after this live stream. Let me change the date here. So I want to talk a little bit about, again, what you're seeing. This layout, I call it AI in play mode, but of course it's got lots of other things. This is the real-time alert stream. This is powered by our multi-strategy window. And it's an incredible window. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to save and share this to the cloud. Copy it. I'm going to paste it into chat. Everybody who's a Trade Idea subscriber can see this and import it by going File and load from cloud. You can load this window. This window is a multi-strategy window. It is one of the most powerful windows that it's very understated, but it is all pre-configured. So what this window is, a multi-strategy window, is us being able to take a bunch of alert windows and put them into one canvas. So here, I'm going to right-click, I have strategies. These are all the strategies that are in this window. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. You have 31 alert windows. And what's cool is that they're all pre-configured custom. So they all have their own custom volume filters and price filters. It's kind of one of the most understated yet super power elements of Trade Ideas. And you can watch all of them, and you can see them trading up close to highs of the day. So what does that look like? Let's take a look. See, like this is the high of the day. And here we are trading up close to it. High volume upward move. So that's right there that happened. Okay. Gold, 52-week high. That's another reason why Hycroft is running. Gold is making a huge move. Steve Gomez and all the Trade Ideas people have been talking about this on Twitter and everywhere. You can just sense it that something is going on with gold. And I'm just going to say that HYMC is one of these smaller, obviously, gold plays, but the volatile potential, look at this. I mean, it's got a stated 5% short float and traded as high as 3.78 today, now pulling back. And I think partly it's because, I have to be honest with you, lots of people watch my feed, and there's people that don't want this company to succeed. If you guys follow any of the GameStop, AMC craziness from 2021, you will know, and I'm just reminding you, that AMC, the movie company, has a huge position in HYMC. So HYMC, in essence, is also a meme stock naked short play. Niftop, we'll discuss all that. But again, I'm just trying to point out that the potential here, if you notice that on the daily, and let me go to 5 years. Oops, sorry, hasn't been around that long. 1 year. So we're talking about, we're almost about to totally break out from highs, and this thing has been, sold off, sold off, sold off, sold off. I mean, I think there's a big short position in this stock, but look at what's happened since 2. Up, pull back, huge run up, huge pullback, and we're going again. So just keep an eye on that. Let me, people are asking, how can you find me on X? Let me show you. I am, this is my X handle, at Trade Ideas. So you can find me there. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about what else you're watching here and why this is important. Something that, again, I want to make sure that you have the ability to understand. So we have an AI system. We are the first ones that have had it, and it's really the only system that generates signals. I've seen our competitors. We do a lot of competitive intelligence, and I can assure you, nobody has our technology. I mean, you guys probably already know this. This is why you're here. But we excel at this. So this engine that's creating these moves, HRB, trading close to the highs of the day, SRED, trading up close to the highs of the day, 2 times average daily volume, relative volume of 123. This is real-time pattern recognition, and it's a real-time database streaming data manipulation. This is our strength, and it is this technology, the technology that generates this timestamp, it's all today, pattern recognition, creates this, is what generates these signals, okay? Let's take a look at, so this is a position that I had, but here's Groupon. The signal was AI 1312, and we're at 1817. Let's see. Something else, by the way, make sure you guys know. Notice right here, we have modified the trading component of the chart. So now you've got this trade ticket that's very similar to the web-based interface. We're merging them together so that all of the technology is the same. But I want to highlight something else that talks again about the data, and I want you to understand it so that you can appreciate it. Okay. So let me switch this time frame to 60 minutes. Okay. So here you've got a 60-minute chart. So each one of these candles is an hour, and you can see the days. Today, yesterday, day before. Do you guys see that? Okay. Notice that we have this thing right here that tells you that for the time that you're seeing on the chart, from the left edge to the right edge is 22 days, and Groupon is up 9.34% in 22 days. And over the year, it's up 81.96%. Okay. That's between this edge and this edge. You have to understand that this is data that we create and we showcase that you are not getting it from any other vendor. And this is how we differentiate ourselves. I'll give you another example here. In 1 year, Hertz is down 33.3%. Okay. In the last 26 days, which is what you see on the chart, and you can always remove the picture in picture just to see the whole thing, but it's from here to here, it's up 30%. And obviously, this is the exchange data, up 20%. So as you're evaluating vendors and as you're trying to understand the levels of data, we want to showcase to you what we do differently so that you can understand that why is it that TradingView doesn't have this? Why is it that TrendSpider or TC2000 or Interactive Brokerage or Thinkorswim, why don't they have this? Well, they don't have this because they don't have our data engine. It's all about the data. And I want to make sure that everybody here understands that this is the engine that's driving the AI, the money machine. Everything is being driven underneath by this incredible signal generation technology. And it is a one-of-a-kind technology in all fintech. Again, you do not have this in TradingView. You do not have this in TrendSpider, TC2000, IB, TradeStation, Thinkorswim. We're talking about billion-dollar companies, but they do not have this tech. Ask yourself why. And the answer is this tech is kind of hard to make. We've been customizing this technology for over 20 years, and that doesn't mean it's old. It just means that we've been making it from scratch, continuously refining it and perfecting it. And that's why we're the only ones that have it. Okay. Once again, over 27 days, up 20%. 1 year, come on. I mean, think of what is possible in the stock market. The reason we do picture in picture, okay, I want to really, critical metals, by the way, I mean, this is another HYMC rare earth play, you guys, okay? I'm putting this on my, anytime you see something that you like, notice I added the heart to it, just like on social media, and now it is no longer lost. I can always come back to it, and I know that I hearted this, and this is something that I'm interested in, but everybody here, okay, everybody here should take a look at this. And I'm going to show you something that I can do and all of you should be doing to help your visibility on social media, whether it's on X or other places. So right here, we've got this camera screenshot, but it's really also a share. So I'm clicking on this, and you can customize this, but I'm going to copy it. So I can click on X and it'll post this on my X feed. And I'm going to do that right now so you can see it. Here we go. Another rare earth play. You can put in your own hashtags. So I just did that. But I'm going to go here again. It'll come up. And you can also copy it. And I'm going to paste it into our StreamYard for sharing. So everyone can see it. So we have a very interactive way for you to share information on social media. You can put these links on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Telegram, so you can share ideas. I mean, that's the whole point. And I want to make sure that you guys all know that this is the icon to do it at. So I love this chart. The picture in picture, by the way, again, only done at Trade Ideas, is using the power of your subconscious mind. Okay. So notice this plus right here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to say, set a price alert at 723. Set it. Boom. I can then take this whole thing. I can move it down. I can move it up to where it's really above. Now it's changed to 284 total breakout. So now when I go, this is a way for me to, I'm doing kind of homework, but I'm showing you my methodology so you can see how simple it is. How do I not miss moves? Okay. Why am I in better things than a lot of people? Well, because look at the long term here. It's been getting beaten up and boom. Okay. It's starting to go. Critical metals. And I'm confirmed by the fact that HYMC has been in this trend and USAR is in this trend. So you guys see what I'm talking about. So I found CRML in this idea stream. It came up as one of the stocks doing something. I think it was, let's see, CRML. I think it was on 2x normal volume. This is the window, and I copied and pasted this to everyone. Okay, this is the window that caught it for me. Again, it's been on the radar all day today, and I want to make sure that everyone understands something, that don't overthink the exact timing, because on a move like this where you're not trying to catch it for 10 cents. Okay, you're not trading, in my opinion, at least. Certainly, that's not how I do it. I do not get into a CRML to go from 239 to 270. I'm trying to go from 2 to 8. So from that point of view, you know, the volume here, it's been all over this stream for a very, very long time. Here's where climactic up move, 9:32. So it was a few minutes ago, but this is not the only time it's been on here. Yeah, I'm sure I can keep scrolling and find it more. Gold. Remember, this is a very, very active window. So, let's see, Hertz. Again, I don't want to spend too much time scrolling back and forth, but I just wanted you guys to see how I caught it. It was just right there. So this is the event stream. It's going to show you things that you are always going to want to see. And by the way, here's something that happens a lot in the stock market. You know, you have this huge gap up, they sell the shit out of it. Okay, force your hand, because you know here, I mean, the interesting thing, right, is that you're thinking like, well, wow, if it goes from 1, you know, the game is from 1 to 4, 400%. But if you think that they were going to make it easy for you, that's never the case. Steve Gomez, who's one of our senior executives, always talks about working with and playing with the moving averages here. I want to showcase the trade wave in this particular example. Okay, so this thing has been in a buy signal the whole time, but what I'm trying to show is that this gap and this signal did not make it easy, because you have to go from 133 all the way to 102. I mean, that's a 33% pullback. So when you've got stocks that are trading relative volume of 292, you have to understand that 30% pullbacks are very, very possible. Anya, yeah, that's what I'm here for. I mean, this live stream is really about simply showcasing the fact. And by the way, here, CRML now is on this one. And this is our tree map of the biggest movers who are moving the most over 30 minutes. So if you've got this on, this window, you really kind of almost impossible to miss a move. I mean, look at every single thing that I'm going to click on right here. Look at it. Let's just look through this together. Remember, it's looking at who's up the most over 30 minutes, something you can't get in Thinkorswim, something you can't get in IB, something you can't get in TradingView. And here from the bottom. So we have tons of different ways that you're going to be able to catch it. Here, it's the stream view where you're catching it. High volume, upward spike. And look at the theme. Do you notice that our software is kind of talking to you? I showed you Hycroft, but US gold is going. Gold, gold, gold is the theme of the live stream. There's stuff going on with rare earth, mining, magnets, gold, and everything is in play. This one, again, was an AI signal. And what I'm going to do is, I actually tried to do this earlier, and what I don't want to do is accidentally make it so that, because I'm on a dev version, so I'm not going to do it right now, but you know, we have a dock channel bar where you can see all the AI signals, and what I don't want to do is accidentally make it so that you guys have, so that I'm forced to shut down and restart, because when I'm on an experimental dev build, which is what I'm always on, dev mode, things on mine are not as stable as on yours, and when I'm doing a live stream, I prefer not to mess around with it. But it's okay. So let's talk about these charts right here. This is a way that you can really follow AI signals that you missed. That's what it's really all about. Okay, AMRC. Let me bring this up right here. You had the signal right here, AI buy signal. It went from 10 to a high of 14. So that's a 40% gainer. But as we've talked about before, things pull back. But we're right at the signal point. So a lot of times you can, one more time, and this time you already kind of know what's happened. So you can set the low. You know, if you're in a couple of hundred shares, I could say 500 shares, your low is below 879. That's your exit. That means that the play didn't work. But if it does, I mean, you know, the potential is highly significant. Okay. So, because it's been as high as 14. And this is the signal that I'm talking about in US AR. The signal was at 946. This is the premium product that most people get, because the potential to be in 100% winners, we are the best at the 100% and bigger game. NifTop, I will share this layout, but what I'm going to do is remember I told you guys I'm on a dev build. So I'm going to have my good friend and Steve Gomez or Chris Varley, who does our support, give you guys a link to this. And I think what we want to do is I want to clean this up. So if you want this layout, just shoot us an email and we'll send it to you. I'm not going to do it live because, again, there's some things that we just want to have a little cleanup. But AI in play is the theme of this. This is a premium product, and I'm showcasing what it does. I mean, sometimes you get trades like this Groupon trade, okay, from March 12th. I mean, we're about a month away. So in 1 month, it went from 13 to basically 20. And this one signal never went back, okay? This shows you that signals can oscillate. So that means that, again, part of this is the risk management, going back to the surfing analogy. What set are you going to take? How much are you going to invest? Once a signal is given, we are in risk management mode only. I mean, we've done all the FBI quote unquote profiling. We know the potential. Look at the potential, right? But in order for you to have been in it, the signal here was April 4th. Okay, we're 12 days away. But let's see, I mean, right around here, let me bring this back up here. Okay. So here's the signal. Let's just walk through this, okay? Signal is right here. It actually closed below. So if you were very risk concerned, okay, you probably exited that day. Next day, you may have not even been paying attention because kind of opened right here, closed right at the signal. Just showcasing the truth of what happens. But notice during the day, the AI spotted the volume. It knew something was up, but you're swimming with sharks. You're playing against very well-capitalized players who hide their intent, and they hide it with options, with short selling, lots of different things. Be aware of that. So here, this is where they showed their cards, hid, not a lot of volume, 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 and then boom. Now on this day, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days to go from 9 to 18, roughly speaking. So 9 days, 100%. But if it was super easy, every single person would be doing it. So you have to kind of like be an adult about it and understand. But I guarantee you this, we were the only fintech vendor to say, hey, USAR is a buy signal. We were the one and only one. Okay. Let me, so like I said, this window right here is the AI in play signals. And notice I can go right here and there's buy signals and sell signals. And again, I'm just trying to showcase. Look at this one. Buy signal right here, 1 day pullback, and then boom. Patience. Maybe get in a couple of 100 shares just to test it out. It doesn't really get that much better than this one. Sell signal right here, the next day, and that's it. So now basically like if you were buying it right here to go back to the sell signal, that'd be 100% gain. Math is kind of cool like that. But again, we give you directions in both ways. And here, another example, entry, pullback, then cross the signal, goes all the way to 320, stays above, pulls back. This is, again, remember, we are not in the future predicting business. We are in the mathematical, quantitative, statistical analysis business. We're not a fortune teller. We're not a palm reader. But we're telling you that the fingerprints of gigantic moves are there. That doesn't mean every one of them is going to happen. It just means that other moves that ran huge had these fingerprints, the volume, the way the candles form, and boom. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm now going to go right into the questions. We are 10 minutes away. I'm going to start with, so Hutch, how do you load the tree map? Let me right click and say save and share to cloud. Save and share, copy. This is the tree map. Okay, so I'm on Hutch and I'm going to be moving down. Michael Hahn, I've been watching the Money Machine for a while now. It's a great entry point, but seems to hold on to a trade too long. Will we be able to change the settings to exit quicker? 100%. Michael, that's what we're working on. We're creating the ultimate driving machine. Some people want to cruise at 55 miles an hour. Some people want to switch lanes. Some people want to go 70, metaphorically speaking. And we're going to give you all of those options. The upper right-hand alerts, NIPTOP, this is a multi-strategy window. And once again, I'm going to save, share it to the cloud. I think I already did this once, but I'm going to put it right in here. Paste. Okay. Our cloud share, I mean, again, remember, we're a cloud-based company. We do a lot of cloud tech. So you can take that link that I just pasted and go File, load from cloud, and then load it right up. All right, let's see. And as I said, NIPTOP, the layout, email us and we'll send you the layout. Anya, let's see here. Sorry for bugging you so much. I'm new and not yet subscribed. I wanted to know if what you are sharing right now, these features are going to come out. No, these are all available. In fact, all of this right here, this is all available. I'm going to show you something super cool. This is what's coming out in the next beta. You can get it. How do I find reversals? Create a momentum strategy. We are fully embedded GPT into every one of our alert windows, whether it's a top list window, an alert window. It will help you configure. So all these things and all these settings. And by the way, I mean, you guys, look at this. We already do so much. Like this is called Show Me. Okay, it's like a magnifying glass. So we have a 1 minute volume bar, right? So it says, okay, show me stocks where the volume in the last minute is at least 1000% of normal. That's what this setting means. Example, all stocks that have been trading at least 4 times as much. You know, there's just, and let me see if I can do it. Here, change from the close 2%. Okay, show me stocks where the price was up at least 2% from the previous close. Chart. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it's an up move. Histogram. There are currently 1,166 stocks that are up 2% or more from the close. There's so much that we allow you to do just with this thing right here. But now you can get ChatGPT to totally work with you and help you create alerts, modify, answer any questions. I mean, you guys, think about what we were doing here. So the GPT will create alert windows for you. It'll do a ton of stuff. And again, that part, the GPT stuff, that's on my version. That's not quite out yet. But once we get it in, it will also be continuously expanded upon. Rittman, the next beta, that is a really good question. Shoot us an email and we'll be able to comment more, a little bit better on that. I don't want to say exactly because tons of testing, and what I don't want to do is commit saying, okay, it's going to be out this week, and then something delays it. That's gonna be terrible for us. But I just want to show you that you guys can see that if I go to right click here and I go to configure, you know, whether it's a tree map. So first of all, this is a top list window also. So let me just show you something new. Top list window. And these are lists that you can, like right now you're, okay, I want to see a list. Well, you go to gainers, you can see. We already did it for you, up in 60 minutes. Okay, so here is the list. I'm bringing it up. These are stocks that are sorted by volume, but they're up the most over 60 minutes. I can go to configure. Okay. Sort. Let me change this. Oops, sorry. Columns. So you can always go to search and say change 60%. Show column. So now I have this column. I can come over here. I can see it. Okay. So now the way I have it sorted, I'm showing you stocks that are up the most very similar to this is 30 minutes, that are up over 60 minutes. And you can even go to configure and say, well, let's sort by that from the server. So now the server's only showing you things that are up the most over 60 minutes, no negatives. Okay. And then I can right click and I can say show tree map. So this is a tree map very similar to this one. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Edwin, we showed a bunch of stocks that are in play. Here's one good one, Motorsports Games Inc. Three times normal volume, up 11.11. But really what CRML is one that I really enjoyed showcasing today, just because, again, the potential I think is very, very big, 5 times normal volume. You've got the HYMC, was up 376, pulled back, but now potentially turning around. Gold, huge. What I want you guys to kind of digest here is look at the visuals that you get from trade ideas and the way the data is moving. Okay, I'm gonna launch real-time stock race. So this is another thing that is just so different between our tech. Let me duplicate this so you can see it a little bit bigger. Okay. So what we're doing here, these are two pieces of similar tech. But imagine here you're seeing a tree map view, which is a way to visualize movements up or down. And here, what you're seeing is a race view. And what you're doing right now is you're in pole position. You're kind of in a warm up. It's looking, it's getting ready. And here we go. It's starting the race. So all of these stocks that are up a lot, NFE, let me move this over here, is the winner in terms of momentum, at least at the moment. But out of all of these, it's up the most in relative terms. And by that, I mean that it's already making some moves, but out of all of these stocks from the moment that we started watching it, it was the one until a second ago that was moving. And now it's this one. And this one too. So the race view is a way that you're watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stocks competing for momentum. And by the way, notice the market isn't strong today. So don't forget that. We're showing you these big moves to the upside, potentially runners, but the market's negative. So it's today, the upside is a little bit of counter trend trading. So Pepe is replying to Jay, can the money machine trade specific stocks only? And the answer is yes. You can have it trade a symbol list of any kind, and that's what the configuration that we are building and what I was showcasing earlier. So you will have like strategies that we built for you to start with, but you can configure your own as well. All right, guys. It's 10 o'clock. The hour is up. Let me answer any remaining questions. And we've had an incredible live stream today. the very close to, I think, record viewers, if I'm seeing this correctly. Anything that I can answer or add? And if not, then what I want to do is I just want to say thank you, everyone. I love that you guys come here in such large numbers. It means a lot to us. It means that that what we're doing is resonating, and love seeing so many of the same people coming back. It means a lot to us, your support. We have no venture capital money. Trade Ideas is not funded by any big banks. We do it all ourselves. Yeah, so Rittman, I don't know when the Ruben, let me ask about that. I mean, the list to get on is not yet set, but I'm going to look at your specific email and we will get back to you. I promise you that. And we will have the ability to make some exceptions to things. And people that come here and participate, that's one of the ways that if you're not on the list, we might be able to make some exceptions for you because you are engaged, and that's how we appreciate the fact that you guys are here. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. Really loved sharing my desktop, lots of things in motion. And if you're not a subscriber yet, please join us, subscribe. We are the best of the best in fintech. All right, see you guys all next week. Thank you very much.